We are going live again. This is episode 4 of streaming on BullX, how we trade meme coins. And today the market is a little bit better. I'm just going to check whether everything is fine, whether you can see the stream. And of course, let me know in the comments whether you have any questions. Today, we're going to do a little bit of degen plays because the market is a little bit better. So there's a chance that we actually can do something fun. And the idea is here to just trade with whatever we have, which is around 5 Sol right now. It seems like everything is fine, so I'm just going to write GM on the chat. If you have any questions, let me know, and we're going to get started. So first of all, if you look at CoinGecko, today is definitely a better day than it was. We basically stopped the fall, but of course, you never know, it can continue. We're in a summer period, so I think a lot of people are at least saying that until October, November, we might see a little bit more of prices falling down because of this lull period. But then again, there are some bullish events around, for example, ETFs, Ethereum ETFs, Bitcoin ETFs. So there are a couple of different conditions here. Also, a lot depends on the macro, a lot depends on the US elections. And of course, that translates into meme coins and more volatile assets that are very volatile in the end. So especially if you look at meme coins, starting from the biggest like Pepe to smaller one, they are taking the biggest hits, but also they're gaining momentum very fast as well. So let's have a look at the portfolio. This is the one that I haven't done anything with the last time I streamed. You can see that it went up a little bit from the last time, basically thanks to the fact that, a lot of those coins we bought for the cheap and they were going up, even though still we bought at the prices that were not optimal. So we have negative P&L altogether, but I'm pretty optimistic about this portfolio. This is something, this is some of the meme coins that I want to keep on adding. So one of the meme coins is already green, but we keep on adding to most of those. But today I wanted to have fun with new meme coins, and the idea here is that we're going to sell everything at the end of the stream. So we're going to see how long it will last. So we're going to go not with the new pairs, but exploring, because exploring, especially on BullX, is working extremely well. And we'll be looking at the tokens that has a lot of market momentum currently, because we want to quickly enter the position and quickly exit if that's possible. And then at the very end, we're going to see how it goes and have all the remaining profits taken into the major meme coins that I'm holding right now. So let's start with Kucoin. I have seen that before and wanted to see whether the price action is still the same, but it seems it's pretty interesting, because you can see here that there are 1,000 buys versus 100 sells. That can be bots, because those might be a small amount, but this is something I want to risk fast. We're just going to check whether the number of holders is fine. So the top 49 holders have 22%, top 10, 18%. The market cap seems to be $500,000, which is fine. And let's have a look at the longer time action. Yeah, this is pretty early. So we're going to take a bet here on that with 1 Sol. And this is what we're hoping to get. So this is one of the coins. We're going to monitor that very closely in a moment. So that's one thing I've seen already before starting this stream. That's why I wanted to jump in quickly. I like this price action of like how the trades look like. But even though there are a lot of buys, however, they are for the very small amount of money, so that might be some kind of a bot. We're going to see how it goes in a moment. As you can see, there are like thousands of buys in a minute. But apart from that, I haven't looked at the market, so we're going to have a look at interesting things. We're especially looking at stuff very similar to what you see there, meaning that either something new and that something that has a lot of buys as well. This seems new, but no one is buying that. It stopped basically a couple of minutes ago. Seems like something small, so I'm going to pass on that one. Let's go to Cheeks as well. Cheeks has a lot of buys. It's already at $3 million market cap. but still, there's a lot of buys here. Let's have a look at what's happening on Twitter. So there are at least 2 guys observing that. Yeah, let's risk with chicks. They have a pull up, so maybe 20% is at least what I would guess on the market here. So we're going to go with the market buy of chicks with 1 sol. So I want to get up to 5 bets maximum because that's the amount of sol I have, maybe even less to control everything, and we're going to see whether that will perform well. So that's for chicks. Copecat. Yeah, the price action of Copecat is currently below what we bought. Let's see how it goes though. So we're going to explore some more. So I've seen Bobo before. Bobo is a very well-known meme coin on Ethereum. So this is a coin on Solana, but it seems like it's freezable, mintable. So I'm going to pass on that one. Do not like these statistics. Burger Cat, that seems like a fun meme. Let's have a look at the price action. Well, there are more sells than buys. Freezable, mintable, and token is mutable. So I would say no to that. We're going to keep on searching again. Let's have a look at Whiskey, which might be a cat again. This has, well, definitely a price action here of 2K buys, but again, very simple buys. So there might be some kind of a bots, or it might be botted to a certain extent. Low on holders, $500,000 market cap, and then you have, let's have a look at different holders again. 27%, top 49, 34%. So I would say, yeah, and it was up quite a lot already. It's a token from pump.fun. So that's definitely fine. And probably developer is still in here with a different bots. So that's definitely interesting. Let's keep on exploring. I'll be thinking about Whiskey, maybe add to the position. Fatality, I love Mortal Kombat, so maybe that's something that that's related. Well, I can't suspend it. That happens. Price action, pretty good. Holders, 25%, top 10, 37%, so similar to Whiskey. You can see that there's, well, the price action doesn't look that fun. It's pretty much stable. So, and it's interesting. And the market cap is much higher, so I would say no to that for now. Whiskey was more interesting in the end. Probably gonna add a little bit of Whiskey. Here I like the price action. I like the fact that it's from pump.fun, so you know all the things related. Because if it's from pump.fun, then basically you know everything about how the token is constructed. There's nothing uncertain about that. You know, usually when you have a pump.fun token, you know everything apart from the fact that maybe developer bought together with his friends everything from like different side accounts. So that's the only thing you have to care about. But it seems here that the holders are pretty good. Of course, you probably would have to look at bubble map first before jumping that. I'm not sure it will be available. Maybe it is. So we're going to see whether those accounts are connected. Well, maybe they are to a certain extent. So this is high cluster. So there's a cluster of 34%. So that might be a developer here. But also I don't see it here, but it might be. Let me have a look. This might be either developer or Radium pool, and people are just buying from Radium. So this is something that we have to check. That was the wallet of free. Yeah, you should be able to check that here directly. So that's one risk here with this token. If I were to be honest about this particular token, so you have to keep that in mind. This is risky. again, we have this free tokens already, so 2 more to go. We have whiskey, cheeks, and cope. So for now, cheeks is a little bit up, whiskey down, and cope a little bit down as well, but that's fine. We're going to see by the end what's exactly happening, and for now we're going to keep exploring, looking for the good stats. So for example, you have this new token. Yeah, it's freezable, so we're going to say no to that, and keep on looking for something that is interesting, might be coming from pump.fun. You have this icon of pump.fun if you want to, so that's always cool because you know exactly what's happening. And then you have all things here like warnings or maybe an indication of a scam. So even before jumping to the token, you can see a lot. So let's have a look at this one. A very low market cap. Developer already sold, so that's good. A little bit more buys than sells, but people are selling, they're holders. I don't think there's any social here that you can see. Top 49 holders 20%, which is very good and pretty low. So this is a risk one because you don't know if it's coming back, moon back. Yeah, there are many trades going on, very small one. So there's always a potential of that going up, but you know, this is super small. The good thing is it's completely safe, so you can do a bet here. Maybe we're going to do that, but this is, you know, this is very risky because with those kind of small tokens, you probably, if you want to engage with them, you should create content yourself. You should really do a lot for a particular moonback to really go high. But yeah, MB, I like the name. So we're going to keep a little bit of moonback here and see how it goes. Might be interesting in the end, very small coin. I don't think they have social, so maybe going through pump.fun would be fine, but then there's nothing here that you can see. We're going to see how it goes. So this is the thing for now. We can explore some of the tokens that we got, or maybe buy something small and then see whether we can catch something. As you can see, the price action usually, well, the COP is going down, so that's $20 down from what we bought. We have whiskey, MB, and chicks. Those are up a little bit, but still COP is more down that we got on whiskey, MB, and chicks plus the fees. So in the end, we're slightly unprofitable. But again, what you're looking for here is really having one big win, maximally two, and maybe even if you got some of the losses going to zero, that's still fine. It's definitely fine because in the end, you want to have those 1-2 big queens that will cover the cost of everything else. Let's keep on exploring whether we find something interesting here. We have Doggy created 5 days ago with $1 million market cap. And the price action, which is, yeah, it was much higher before, and more buys than sells. A little bit more, well, it's pretty safe. A little bit more holders than BullX likes, but it's still fine. You can see those bots again, and many buys here directly on the platform. If you want to go to holders and see how it looks like, the top 10% holds 18%, top 49 33%. So again, you have clustered holders, but it's not so bad, especially for the smaller kind of coin. So you have this here. So generally speaking, Doji looks pretty nice. Let's have that in mind, and let's come back in a moment and see how it goes. How it goes next. Well, it's going up, so yeah, I'm thinking about this one because I like the name. So maybe I'm going to buy it for 0.5 Sol, and we see how it goes. And if it goes well, then we might buy something more as well in the end. I think it went through. Right, it went through. Great. So we just bought Doji as well. It was also from pump.fun, so that's cool. all the socials you can see on the, so that should be fine. That's Dougal, not Doogie, not Doogie. So Dougal is another character by Matt Fury, it seems. And those usually perform well, especially if you look at things like Andy, there's Pepe, of course. Brad is also a character from Matt Fury and his famous comic books. So there's a lot of things like that that are really interesting. So it doesn't mean that this particular token, of course, will perform well, but those characters are really doing well in the end. We have 1,000 buys here versus a little bit less sells, but of course here a lot of depends on the volumes. You can also look at like last hour and see 9,000 versus 1,000. Also 6 hours to see even more stats. So this is something that you can keep on looking to understand what's really happening here. So this is how I look at some of the tokens. We basically spent everything. I want to keep a little bit of SOL in order to really be able to go through with the transactions and be able to sell if I want to something quickly. Let's have a look here at what we have. So, well, MB went down quite a lot right now. We have also Cope Whiskey Cheeks, and yeah, Cope Whiskey Cheeks. Dougal should be here, so I don't see Dougal right now. Let's have a look whether we got it in the end. Where is it? No, so we have definitely 4 different. Maybe it didn't went through. Let me check again. No, the order should be in it, so we should be able also, we should have everything, and yeah, we should have some Dougal as well. So that's fine. We have some Dougal. It seems like, yeah, those tokens have very interesting price action. Maybe selling at the very end of this stream is not the best idea. Maybe I should just, wait at least a couple of hours and see what will happen. Might be very early to start selling. As you can see, well, for the quick wins, Chick is definitely a little bit up, but for the other tokens, they are going up and down. Currently, MB is the lowest, but again, and Cope is a little bit better. But this is just a couple of minutes, so it's really early, and for buying and selling so quickly, it probably doesn't make that much sense because I will lose more on different fees. So instead, let's have a look at some of the tokens and the price action on other tokens to show you what I'm looking at, and then we're going to come back and talk about those meme coins as well and see what will happen then. So probably here my biggest position is Tramp and Epic. So Tramp was really low. The moment I was adding to the positions, that was pretty low. Still, it's a little bit below the average price that I was getting into. I think I got around $90 maybe million or 80 something. At the top it was something like 140, 120, and definitely it's much farther away from Boden, which is the analog, which was at around $300 or $500 million market cap. So there's a lot of potential, especially going into elections. But on the other hand side, you have those different meme coins, Trump meme coins and other political meme coins that are taking away the attention, and that's why it might be a disadvantage here, because that's not the only meme coin related to Donald Trump. Another thing that we have here is we have Epic, so that position got much better, almost at the break even right now. Epic is going up. It's at $30 million market cap. The top was at around 20. It's the one from Mando and OSF, and basically it's the duck meme coin that's performing pretty well. They keep on building different stuff, and that's definitely a well-known team behind it. So that's why I'm pretty confident in my position. You can see that I kept on buying and selling. Selling for actually trying to farm a little bit of airdrop on BullX, because BullX is actually coming with airdrop. So buying and selling was for the airdrop, but apart from that, you are getting 5x the points, and of course the link to the registration is down below in the description. But apart from that, this is something that I want to hold for the longer period of time, because when we are where we're going to be at the peak of the bull market, some of those memes will definitely go super high. Of course, I'm going to report here if I buy or sell anything. I want to have this portfolio, you know, in a streaming open, so we're going to see how it will perform in the end. Only degen plays, and of course, this is something that I'm willing to lose, and you should always think about in this way about meme coins especially. So nothing here is financial advice. I'm just playing around with the money I'm willing to lose. We'll be adding to the positions or playing around with different new meme coins and seeing how it goes, just to test everything when it comes to the meme coin market and more. But usually holding good meme coins is much profitable than just buying and selling quickly, because it's very hard to time the market. It's much easier to actually find better meme coin. Even when people are talking about it, you could find Pepe. I found Pepe when Pepe was at 1 million something, and I thought already that's super late, because that was, you know, basically the bear market then. Bought it. It gave me, I think, like 10-20x. Sold it. Of course, I could have held for like 150x, but who would have known that, you know, Pepe would go so high back then? So there are those scenarios when actually, if you're patient enough, you'll be able to find interesting meme coins, and this is what we're after. And I believe that what I have here in the portfolio is interesting for different reasons. As I've mentioned, for example, Lock-in here has a very well-known meme from TikTok and Instagram, and people are locking in. Wine and cheese are going together. This is like a social meme coins, and they keep on building very interesting stuff that they keep on adding here. So that's what I like. What we have as is Super S, that's miming in a real life, and that's very interesting, drawing this S symbol. And then on top of everything, we have Michi, the cat coin, the biggest meme coin coming from pump.fun. It went from $300 million at the top to, I think, 100 right now. But I think you can see that we're getting better. We got the position at 83, so we close to break even, and I'm pretty confident that Michi is a good hold here. Again, nothing here is financial advice. This is purely my choices based on what I like. And finally, we have Wawa, which is a small fun meme coin with a community takeover, and pretty funny meme coin with a cat crying, and it keeps on oscillating around 100, 200k. Basically, it went at some point to $1 million, $2 million. So that's definitely, if you want to hold something long term, this might be a good thing. Of course, this is much smaller, so super risky as well. We're going to see how it goes in the end. And then the things that I've added, but Cheeks, Whiskey, MB, Cope, and then I don't know why we don't see here. Also the last token, but in the end, this is the positions that I don't plan to hold long term, and I'm going to probably sell them at the end of the day, maybe tomorrow. Let's see how it goes, but definitely this is something super short term. But yeah, I don't think I should sell them right away. They're super oscillating right now, so we're going to see how it goes in the next couple of hours, and I'm going to report on that probably on Twitter or in the next stream if you're watching that. So again, if you're looking for the great platform for trading meme coins, I definitely recommend BullX. I think this is my favorite right now for trading meme coins on Solana, but they're also on a couple of other blockchains. You can go with Ethereum, Arbitrum, Binance, Base, and Blast. So it's very easy to use those different chains in one place. They have those different statistics. They have Pump Vision, which is pump.fun integrated within everything, and easy to discover different things. So it's really the best meme coin platform that I'm using currently. So if you're more into meme coin, want to trade meme coins like a pro, this is definitely the platform for you. And the referral link with 10% lower fees is down below in the description. So if you want to start trading on BullX, have a look down below. Thank you for watching, subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next stream.